She got overlooked in an upscale jewelry shop simply because her outfit was a simple white linen dress. Simple flats, zero makeup, no fancy handbag. In their eyes, she wasn't a shopper. She was garbage. Keep tabs on her, one salesperson muttered. Folks like that don't show up to purchase. She shows up to swipe. Her only desire was to view a necklace. Instead, she received sneers, dirty looks, and outright embarrassment. 30 minutes later, her billionaire spouse's Rolls-Royce pulled up. Lumiere sparkled like a treasure chest on Rodeo Drive. Its marble floors gleamed like mirrors. Its crystal chandeliers scattered rainbows over velvet-covered displays. The shop was a shrine to opulence where diamond crowns and sapphire bands murmured riches to shoppers who were stars, moguls, and nobles. Right in the center, beneath a spotlight, rested the store's prize, a pink diamond necklace. Its 18-carat central stone surrounded by perfect white diamonds worth $12 million. Lumiere wasn't merely a retailer. It was a guardian of prestige where getting in required a specific style. High-end labels, bold accessories, the aroma of inherited wealth. Out front, valet handled a stream of Bentleys and Lamborghinis and the shop's Instagram. With 1 million fans, highlighted customers decked out in extravagance. This was a realm where looks served as money and opinions formed instantly. Claire Monroe walked through the glass entrance, her white linen dress fluttering lightly in the air, her flats softly tapping the marble. At 36, she stood out through her understated elegance. Clear gray eyes, blonde hair pulled into a tidy bun, a makeup-free face that glowed with serene assurance. Her canvas tote contained a notebook, a pen, and a worn picture of her and her husband Blake late grinning on their wedding day. Claire had been a nonprofit leader before pausing her career for charitable work. Her riches, a huge fortune linked to Blake's online shopping giant, remained hidden on purpose. Today, she had arrived at Lumiere to view the pink diamond necklace, planning to purchase it as a 10th anniversary present for Blake, representing their life together. She had nothing to demonstrate. She simply yearned to hold the diamond's heft in her palms. The shop was hushed, except for gentle classical tunes and the quiet chatter of a handful of shoppers, ladies in Chanel outfits, gentlemen in custom suits. Claire moved to the main showcase, her gaze pulled to the necklace's gentle shimmer. The salesperson, Vanessa Halt, positioned herself behind the counter, her black dress clinging closely, her blonde hair in a strict bun. Her glance scanned Claire's clothes, pausing at the tote, and her smile masked clear contempt. "May I assist you?" she inquired, her words suggesting the response was negative. Claire's mouth formed a soft curve. "I'd love to look at the pink diamond necklace, if you would," she replied, her tone bright and inviting. Vanessa's grin grew stiffer, her stare sweeping over Claire's flats. "That's a featured item," she announced, volume enough to draw attention. "It's set aside for shoppers of a particular caliber, not casual browsers." Claire's hand lightly touched her tote, yet her poise remained unshaken. "I get it," she murmured gently. "Still, I'd appreciate seeing it. I have the means." Vanessa's chuckle cut sharply, attracting glares from fellow employees. "Do you have any idea of its price?" she barked, her words echoing through the shop. "Or are you only here to enjoy the cool air?" A shopper close by, a lady in a fur-edged coat called Diana Voss, snickered, whispering, "She must believe this is a discount shop." Her partner, a man in a fine suit, grinned, his cufflinks shining. "No reservation." "Audacious," he said just loud enough for Claire to catch. The shop's atmosphere changed, all eyes on the outsider. As Claire lingered near the necklace's case, attempting to get Vanessa's notice. A cluster of elite shoppers assembled close, their luxury bags sparkling beneath the lights. Guided by Diana Voss, they boldly critiqued Claire's look. "Check out her outfit," Diana declared loudly, her tone soaked in mockery. Did she stumble in from a roadside stand? The crowd giggled, their diamond studs twinkling as they took snapshots of Claire, uploading them to a private chat named D. Lumiere VIPs. One shopper, a tech mogul named Lauren Tate, chimed in, "Wager she's scouting for theft. Inspect her bag." The jeers intensified as Diana flung a coin toward Claire's shoes, grinning, "For your ride back." The shop's other guests piled on, their chuckles a wave of meanness, while Vanessa and Ethan observed with grins, refusing to step in. Claire's grip firmed on her tote, her gray eyes stinging with controlled hurt. But she stayed silent. The images went viral online, labeled, "Haha, store drifter." Every like stabbed at her pride. Vanessa bent toward her colleague, Ethan Cole, a lean guy buffing a ring tray. "Watch her closely," she hissed, making sure it was heard. "She has that vibe, like she'll pepper you with queries to divert while pocketing an item." Ethan agreed with a nod, his grin mirroring hers, and edged nearer, fixing his gaze on Claire's tote. The charge lingered openly, a bold label of shame. Claire remained in shocked quiet, her gray eyes unwavering, though her pulse quickened. She didn't defend herself. She didn't yell. She pivoted, her flats noiseless, and headed for the exit, their glares heavy on her shoulders. As Claire shifted to a nearby display, aiming to look around peacefully, the shop's security guard, a stocky fellow named Victor, blocked her way, his radio buzzing. "Mom, I must check that bag," he boomed, his voice traveling the whole store. Claire halted, her gray eyes widening, but she steadily unzipped her tote, showing just her notebook and pen. Victor grinned slyly, shaking his head. "Hold it in plain sight," he cautioned, his words hinting at wrongdoing. Nearby shoppers murmured, knew she was shady. Their devices ready, recording the scene. Vanessa whispered to Ethan, "She's absolutely scheming." Typical diversion move. The guard loomed, his stance an ongoing menace, trailing Claire's every move, his boots thudding on the marble. The shame was overwhelming, a staged show. Still, Claire maintained her calm, her flats quiet as she inched to the door. The clip of Victor's clash exploded on Twitter, marked Foz shop thief. Every repost a fresh public shaming. As Claire halted by the shop's doorway, fixing her tote, a bunch of insiders spotted her delay. Diana Voss, her fur coat shining, shouted, lingering, "Dear." The second-hand spots nearby. Her crew roared with laughter, phones filming as Diana hurled a wadded tissue at Claire's feet. "For your crying," she jeered. The rest joined the chant, "No gems! No gems!" While Ethan grinned from the counter. Claire's jaw clenched, but she grabbed her tote, bypassing the tissue, her gaze on the distance. The footage landed on Instagram fast, titled, "Rodeo Reject," gaining 10,000 views, each remark like, "Absolute failure! Boot her!" slicing her inner resolve. The embarrassment didn't stop at the threshold. Vanessa trailed Claire to the door, her heels snapping, and yelled, "Stay away unless you have actual funds." The phrase rang out, sparking laughs from workers and guests. Ethan gave a fake salute, hollering, "Hit them all instead." A guard by the entrance snickered, his radio static as he grumbled, thought she'd snatch and bolt. Claire's fingers clenched her tote, but she avoided turning. She crossed to the pavement, her linen dress billowing in the wind, and reached for her phone. As Claire passed the shop's ajar backroom entrance, while leaving, she caught Vanessa and Ethan hissing to a jeweler, their tones laced with ridicule. Notice her tote. Vanessa mocked, flinging a rag on the surface, likely crammed with pilfered studs by now. Ethan guffawed, arranging a ring tray. Bet she figured Billionaire was a bargain bash. The jeweler, a strict lady named Carla, laughed. She has zero reason to be here. Probably hunting a wealthy mate. Their chuckles poured into the corridor, clear for Claire as she straightened her tote. A nearby worker eyed her, then averted, staying quiet in agreement. The rumors hit the shop's private Slack, screenshots spilling online, each jab building the tale of Claire as an intruder, unfitter in their circle. Claire's jaw set firm, her gray eyes flashing hurt. But she pressed on, the worker's barbs a new slash at her honor. Outside, the Beverly Hills sun blazed, but Claire's pace stayed even, her pride whole. She didn't weep. She didn't scream. She called Blake, her tone gentle yet firm. They refused to show me the necklace, she stated. I'm fine. Just tell me when you arrive. Hours after Claire left, the Billionaire VIP's chat, run by Diana Voss, shared a collage of her time. There her by the necklace, Victor searching her bag, her silent departure synced to a taunting tune. The label said, Cotton Girl figured she could browse here. Stay in your lane. The Instagram story soared to 30,000 views with notes like, Thief in flats and her bag stuffed with our gems. Lauren Tate, the tech whiz, added a TikTok remix of the clips with her spin. This proves we require tighter guards. Lawlifes like her wreck the mood. The video jumped to YouTube. Every forward a new sting for Claire, who spotted it via a friend's alert. At a close cafe awaiting Blake, she heard shop guests murmuring, That's her, the video girl. Their sneers stung. But Claire drank her coffee, her gray eyes firm, her peace hiding inner turmoil. The online assault was nonstop, a character assassination in public. On Blake's line, his voice rumbled deeply, the sort that hushed meetings. On my way, he declared. Remain put. Inside Billionaire, the team resumed duties, the event already gossip fodder. Vanessa smoothed her dress, grinning at Ethan. Can you imagine her boldness? Ethan laughed, cleaning a case. She'll figure out her spot, he remarked, going to help a fresh arrival, a singer in a sparkly bodysuit. Diana Voss uploaded a shot of her fresh emerald band, labeling it, Billionaire Energy, only elites allowed. The replies overflowed with approvals. The shop's prestige untouched, its order preserved, but the shop's sleek peace was on the verge of breaking. 30 minutes later, a black Rolls-Royce Phantom eased to a halt before the glass front, its motor a gentle hum that quieted the avenue. The valet halted, fumbling a remote as the driver's side swung wide. Blake Monroe emerged, his black suit flawlessly fitted, his wide shoulders and chiseled chin projecting dominance that seized the space. At 42, he was unstoppable, dark hair combed back, green eyes that could soothe or chill, and a presence of subtle command that reshaped reality. Blake led Monroe Ventures, an online retail powerhouse fueling half of North America's web sales. His name shone in Forbes and Davos talks. He stayed shadowing publicly, his image rare, his sway evident in every big transaction. The shop's doors parted as Blake marched inside, Claire exiting the Rolls-Royce after him, her linen dress the same, her gray eyes serene. The space went mute, trays rattling, breaths held. Vanessa's grin faded, her station a weak barrier. Ethan's rag fell, his sneer erased. Blake ignored them. His tone was deep, deadly, each syllable a knife. Is the worker who disrespected my wife still employed? The query dangled like an executioner's blade. Shoppers stiffened, devices dropping. Diana Voss's band tinkled as her fingers shook. The singer retreated, her sparkles fading under the lights. The shop's proprietor, Mr. Giovanni Duca, hurried down, his vest askew, his complexion ashen as he spotted Blake. "Mr. Monroe," he stuttered, dipping his head. "Please, this is a mix-up." Blake's stare locked on him, his green eyes glacial. "You permitted your team to brand my wife a thief," he stated, his words slicing the plea. "You allowed them to shame her before your guests." He faced Vanessa, who recoiled, her bun loosening. "You informed her she wasn't wanted, that she didn't fit." Vanessa's lips parted, but silence followed, her power melting in Blake's glare. Claire advanced, hugged close, her tone mild but resolute. "I don't require them knowing my identity," she declared, locking eyes with Mr. Duca. "I only needed fair treatment as any buyer." The space was still, her statement landing like fallout. Blake signaled his aide, a young lady in a navy blazer named Laia, who approached with a device. "The necklace," Blake commanded, his voice absolute. Immediately, Laia's hands darted, processing a $12 million wire. The payment confirmed instantly. Mr. Duca struggled with the case, fingers quivering as he raised the pink diamond necklace. Blake accepted it, actions precise, and faced Claire. He positioned himself behind her, carefully draping the necklace on her, the stones twinkling like constellations. "Now she requires no one's approval," Blake noted, his tone hushed but powerful. Each phrase a ruling. The shop's quiet roared, guests gawking, workers paralyzed. Vanessa's cheeks paled, her heels wobbling. Ethan stared at the floor, fingers shaking. "Mr. Duca," he murmured faintly, facing Vanessa. "You're dismissed," he added, glancing at Blake. "Gather your items and go at once." Vanessa faltered, eyes tearing, but nobody aided her. The guard, formerly involved, moved back, his radio mute. The backlash hit right away. A shocked junior worker released the shop's camera feed to a tabloid site. The footage, Vanessa's sneer, Ethan's gesture, Diana's throw, went mega-viral, reaching 20 million views swiftly. TikTok burst with Fenlon Lady creators remixing it, headlined. They labeled her a crook. "Justice for Claire." The images captured Claire's poised grace, her tranquil departure, and Blake's arrival. The necklace scene looped forever. Instagram clips repeated, "Now she requires no permission." Every spread a hurrah for Claire's win. D. Lumiere's spotless image fractured, its Yelp swamped with one-star slams. "Snobby trash. Shun this dump." Vanessa's name meant meanness now. Her LinkedIn ridiculed, her photo shoots axed as labels pulled away. Ethan's career options evaporated. His grin a ghost in Beverly Hills sales. Diana Voss's social media empire crashed. Her emerald posts smothered in replies like, "You mock Claire." Her fans dropped sharply. Her rank offered no defense. Mr. Duca released a formal sorry, but the web's rage buried it. Bookings at Dia Lumiere tanked, its velvet trays idle as guests switched rivals. Days post, leak, Diana Voss and Lauren Tate endured public payback. Diana, frantic to save her online fame, shared a sobbing sorry clip, insisting she misread Claire, but it flopped, earning 500,000 thumbs downs and barbs like, "Too late, Tormentor." Her sponsorships evaporated. Her first sold off for bills. Lauren's tech firm shed $20 million in cash after backers, calling out her poison, withdrew. Her TikTok banned for toxicity. A group of D. Lumiere shoppers, moved by Claire's poise, started a shun campaign, their public note, signed by 200 big names, blasting the shop's snobbery. The note, in Vogue, hailed Claire as a grace icon, its boom online making her a society legend. At a Lumiere Fund gala, a young lady neared Claire, weeping as she told how the shun emboldened her to quit a biased role. Claire embraced her linen dress aglow, her success a wave-altering fates. The mega viral feed didn't just disgrace Billionaire. It sparked a legal storm. A group suit, powered by Monroe Ventures lawyers, targeted the shop for bias practices using Claire's ordeal and ex-staff accounts of routine prejudice. The case called out Vanessa, Ethan, and Mr. Duca, their names ruined as filings exposed their deeds. Vanessa's style site folded, her name barred by posh brands. Ethan's sales path closed, his LinkedIn swarmed with thief accuser blasts. Mr. Duca got a 10 million penalty. His shop network lost key backers. The suit payout bankrolled bias training for 1,000 sales staff, with Claire's Lumiere fund running it. Social platforms cheered the outcome. Fave Diamond Justice trended as posts read, "They sized up her outfit. Now they're unemployed." Claire viewed the reports from her cottage, tote on the desk, her spirit calm knowing fairness remade a sector. The world applauded her subtle win, a success from honor, not spite. The shop's Instagram shed 100,000 fans. Its elite vibe now, a warning story. But the tale didn't close with the necklace. A week on, Claire faced press in a plain navy outfit, the pink diamond necklace missing, her tote by a seat close. She met the reporter throng, her gray eyes solid, and revealed the Lumiere fund launch, a charity stocked with 12 million, the necklace's total worth. This fund, she explained, her tone crisp, will aid women hit by bias in fancy jobs, particularly those rated on looks or roots. The audience burst clapping, flashes popping. Nobody should feel diminished, she continued, not over attire, bag, or goals. The reveal trended worldwide, 5 Lumiere fund overtaking Juan and Lighty, each pass proving Claire's dream. The fund's effects were quick. In months, it coached 500 women in leading, backed court help for job abuse claims, and teamed with schools to probe prejudice in high-end sales. Claire managed all aspects. Her notebook brimmed with expansion plans. Her tote ever present at sessions. Blake backed her discreetly, his roles, Royce curbside. But Claire's passion fueled the goal. The necklace, loaned to a museum, stood for endurance, not riches. Women nationwide mailed Claire tales of rejection, ridicule, or undervaluing. She absorbed every one, her gray eyes alight with drive. Lumiere never bounced back. 6 months in, it closed its Rodeo Drive spot. Its chandeliers dull, its trays bare. The pink diamond's void ached, its story bound to Claire's glory. Mr. Duca stepped down, his fame gone, while Vanessa and Ethan hunted basic gigs. Their snobbery outdated. Diana Voss's online realm collapsed. Her fur fetched auction cash. The world saw Claire's ascent. Her linen dress a symbol of modesty and power. She had no need to boast. She'd created superior. Not through rage, but poise. Claire and Blake marked their anniversary at home, their humble Bel Air home buzzing with joy. She in her linen dress, he in his black suit. No neckwear. They swayed in the yard. City glows beneath. The necklace a recalled tale they skipped. Their fortune immense, but their bond deeper, grounded in shared visions over years. Claire's tote rested on the surface, now with a fresh shot. Her at the Lumiere Fund kickoff, her grin beaming. The world recognized her now, not as a tycoon's partner, but a power who flipped shame to inspiration. Claire Monroe required no gems. She was the glow. If this story touched you, remember to share, comment, and subscribe for